This is number 6, the 6th topic of the day. And this is really just how I feel about it right here. That this is stupid as F. Because God damn it. I have the report right here from the Hollywood Reporter. It says, behind Warner Brothers search for a black Superman. Again, guys, if you are interested in the full article, that is down in the description box below if you want to read ahead. And we've talked about a black Superman on my channel a few times, on Lamont's channel. Everybody's talked about it. And I was cool with it. Michael B. Jordan may come through, but he kind of shooting down those rumors. People talking about, hey, are we going to get a new Superman movie with Val Zod or Calvin Ellis? You know what I'm saying? Which one could it be? But Warner Brothers, for some reason, is eating shit for breakfast and messing up their thought process. And it says right here, the Superman film appears to be moving onto its own track and won't be a part of the universe as of now. Sources tell THR that Coast is crafting a Kal-El in the vein of the original Superman comics and will have the protagonist from the Krypton and come to Earth. I'm not even gonna keep reading it. I'm just gonna say this is stupid as hell, man. Like,
all I'm gonna say is Elizabeth Taylor was Cleopatra.
Hey, bro,
so I give a damn.
Hey, what's up with this wrench you're throwing in my flavor right now? This is hella stupid. Okay, I don't need no black Clark Kent. I don't need no black Kal-El. You got this right here. We already got multiple black Supermans in DC. You got a Val Zod or a Calvin Ellis, whichever one it is. They got one where he comes down and he's the president of the United States. Why can't we get that?
That would be dope.
Eman used the word, I saw him on TV, blackwashing. It's something that we don't say quite often, and that's kind of interesting.
I think I'm going to coin that, by the way.
Huh?
Go ahead. By the way.
But I just had to jump in here, man. This is stupid. This is so dumb. It's like Warner Brothers. First of all, you have Kevin Tsuchihara with his dumb ass putting a 2-hour mandate on the film and all the stupid decisions he made.
Why? And just let the script play out.
And then Warner Brothers and all the Warner Media people talking about, hey, let's just release our whole slate on HBO Max and not tell nobody. And then it's just dumb decision after dumb decision after dumb decision from the studio, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. What are y'all smoking over there? I'm done with my rant. Whoever wants to go first or go next can, but this is dumb as hell, and I don't like it at all.
I wonder how much money they could offer.
Larry,
Kevin
I'm coming
Feige
to you next.
come over.
How you feeling about this?
Wonder how much money they could offer Kevin Feige to move over to DC.
Not enough.
Yeah, my brother. Yeah, Larry, how you feeling about this, man? How you feeling about a black Kal-El, a black Clark Kent?
I'll be honest with you, man. When we first started talking about a black Superman, I don't know, what was it? A couple of months ago, we started talking about it. And we were all saying we wanted to see maybe, a Val Zod or what's his name, Calvin, what's his name, but I will say this. If they're gonna go ahead and make Kal-El black, they've done it to us. God knows how many times. I see
what you
Elizabeth Taylor playing Cleopatra. Hell, you had Ralph Fiennes just not long ago playing Michael Jackson. It's not even like we're talking about something that happened 50 years ago. We're talking about a dude played Michael Jackson just like 5 years ago. So if they want to go ahead and make white people in black roles, I'm okay if you want to go ahead and put some black folks in traditionally white roles. And here's the thing. They put white people in roles of real black people. They're talking about putting a black dude in a fictional character. This dude doesn't exist. There's no Superman. There's no Kal-El. He's made up. So you can make him Mexican or Asian. You can make him, Southeast Indian. You can make him whatever you want because he's not real. And white people like to take real black folks, real Mexican folks, real Asian folks, and they like to put themselves in those roles in a way that I think is disrespectful. So I feel like we can do whatever we want. They have set the standard, so we can do whatever in the Sam Hillbilly we want.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay, I told y'all before y'all.
Latrice 499 super chat. We don't want a black Superman. Give us Cyborg. Give us Nubia. I'm cool with that, man. Thank you so much.
It doesn't really matter anyways because DC's gonna muck it up.
My brother, let me finish the super chat.
Oh, my bad, man. My bad. You know how I feel about DC movies.
Yeah,
they get my blood boiling because they're all garbage. Except for Suicide Squad.
I gotta say thank you to the people though, you know. But Latrice, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it, my sister. Thank you. And Sharronda will love that comment because she's a big proponent for Nubia. But Larry, go ahead. What's your?
I was just saying. I mean, I feel like in some level it's not really going to matter because the movie's probably going to be garbage. They're already crippling. They're putting 2-hour time limits and stuff on there. It's dumb. That's the same thing they did with Justice League, and it didn't work out. You let the writers write the script, you revise it, you shoot it, and you let these professional editors who create these wonderful works of art do their thing. And if the movie comes out to be 2 hours, great. If the movie comes out to be 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 28 minutes, 2 hours and 34 minutes, whatever that movie turns out to be to get the story out the way it should be told, let that movie have its runtime, you know?
M. Dillinger come again. You know, he must have hit the lotto recently, $10. I'd rather see a Static Shock and do it with great writing and make it timely to what's going on today. Thank you so much, my brother, for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Eman, how you feeling?
No, I don't like it. And yes, you know, so when I was talking about this, I was saying that white people have done this to us. The industry has done this to us over the years. And what have we done? Critique the hell out of them for it. We've held them accountable for that. We've criticized them heavily for that. I'm not a proponent of being a hypocrite for black folks and the black representation. Two wrongs don't make a right. I'm sorry. That's just not what it does. Now, I have no problem with race bending when the race does not matter to the character. So like when they made Jimmy Olsen black or Perry White black, I don't care because it had nothing to do with the character. I'm cool with that because if racism never existed, that's probably what would have happened anyway, right? But my problem now is the fact that not that you making Clark Kent black or whatever because he's an alien. He could be Mexican, Asian looking. He could be green for all we know. Whatever. My issue is not just that. My issue is the fact that you have other black Superman stories and you're not taking the time to build on that. That is my issue. When you ignore and bypass the characters that were specifically designed to address diversity or the lack thereof, and you couldn't just focus on those. So yes, a Calvin Ellis, Valzad, Icon, Static Shock, Vixen, Steel, build that up. Now, I should also mention, I know a couple, comic nerds out there. So just for the sake of accuracy here, Calvin Ellis is known as Kal-El, just like Clark Kent Kal-El, except it's spelled differently. Kal-El for Calvin Ellis is one word, and Kal-El Clark Kent is hyphenated. Now, again, if we really going deep with the comic lore, there is another black Superman from Earth D. This was like from Crisis on Two Earths or whatever it was. His name was Kal-El with the hyphen. Maybe they're going to the bottom of the barrel and finding that super, super obscure black Superman, and that's what they mean. But all we can do right now is go off of what was reported. And what was reported was the fact that, it was Kal-El. That's the first thing we're going to assume is that it's Clark Kent. So maybe it's just reported poorly. Maybe the source and the reporter that wrote this story up, maybe they got things wrong. I don't know. But again, that's just what we have to react to for the time being until that gets clarified or we get a trailer or whatever. But besides all of that, it's also not lost on me the timing of all of this. This is right off of the heels of WB being accused of racism by Ray Fisher. Well, them also not really siding with Ray Fisher, dragging him, kicking him out of the Flash movie and all the, just all the drama and stuff. One of the accusations was that they couldn't have a black centered family or something like that. I forgot what the cause was, but he accused them of that. There was also the thing about they were trying to have a black man. What was it? Reggie, the dude from the Netflix show, reggae, whatever.
No.
Damn, I forget the show. You know, the hot show with the English black guy.
Bridgerton.
Yeah. The brother from Bridgerton. They were talking about having him be like Kal-El's grandfather or something, and they didn't want to do that. You know, WB axed that. So of course they're getting all these accusations about, you know, being less diverse. Oh, and they cut Zack Snyder's Black Green Lantern, you know, as well.
Right.
So with all of these little accusations,
and that looked like it would have been
all of a sudden now they want to have a black Superman. It's like, all right, man, now this feels like y'all pandering. You know, it's hard. It's hard to take them seriously, especially when they also want to make this like an Elseworld thing. This is something from another universe or whatever. It's not supposed to be connected. Similar, supposedly, like Joker or the Robert Pattinson Batman is not supposed to be connected to the DCEU. My thing is, that still doesn't make sense. I don't know what you mean by that, because y'all don't even consider the DCEU canon anymore because you threw out the Snyderverse and you don't want to restore the Snyderverse. I don't know what to follow. I don't know where the sense lies with DC.
There is none. I've been telling you guys, DC is garbage.
People be like, yo, E-Man, you such a Marvel fan. How come you don't do nothing on DC? For what? What do you want me to do? I don't know what to say. That's like saying, yo,
that's a good point.
And the pages are missing. It don't make sense. Because even Patty Jenkins had came out and was like, for Wonder Woman 84, even for the Aquaman movie, Patty Jenkins was like, oh yeah, we just ignored, you know, what the first Wonder Woman did. We ignored, you know, what Snyder did and stuff. What? So y'all pick and choose that? Like, as a fan, how am I supposed to follow this if y'all don't follow it, but then you still borrow from it at the same time? You guys are a mess. Go home, start over.
Bro.
Hopefully they use the Flashpoint movie to like just restart everything. Literally like clean slate.
I don't want
clean
that.
slate. And I'm gonna just say this too and put this out there. Stop making Jason Momoa Aquaman. Make that man Lobo and fix the mistakes that y'all made in the first place. I'm tired of them. I'm just tired of them. I'm tired
of we agree that they are a mess. It's not that complicated either, man. They're making this just, they're trying too hard. Elliot, how you feeling, man?
Well, so Larry, I am a huge DC fan. I love Marvel, just like Eman said. But when
DC live action sucks.
I bleed DC colors, man. The thing that sucks with DC, I think, and this is one of those situations where you have too many options. Unlike Marvel, that had to get creative, Warner Brothers literally has all their characters at their disposal, and they don't know what to do with them. Marvel had to get creative. They didn't have Spider-Man, they didn't have X-Men, they didn't have Fantastic Four, so they had to build from the ground up Iron Man, you know, Captain America. So they had to get creative. Warner Brothers can't get creative because they literally have everything handed to them. They have all their characters at their disposal and they don't know what to do with them. They have 15 Batman movies. We have 8 Superman. We have 9 Jokers. They don't know what to do. So the thing that makes me scared about them handling a black Superman, if they can't even get a Henry Cavill, a white Superman right, how are they going to get a black Superman right? So it's just like, it's going to be a mess. I hate to be the dreads. He's gonna have dreads. He's gonna be coming out of prison. He's gonna have 2 baby mamas. They're gonna give you every stereotype that you can think of with Superman being black. Damn. His dad's gonna probably be in jail. I mean, just what's the stereotype? I do not.
Hold on. Now, first of all, I wouldn't be surprised if they would suggest that. But I have to hold the brother down, Ta-Nehisi Coates. I don't think he would be that. I don't think he would let that ride.
He has some forces on, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Even his runs were Shiri mostly, weren't they? His Black Panther runs, and they were okay. They were okay.
He did not do Black Panther justice.
That's what gets me another nervous.
I just don't think he's gonna let them go that trifling with it. That's all.
He did do the animated series, though, didn't he? Didn't he do the Black Panther animated series?
No, that was Reginald Hunter.
All right.
J.J. Abrams is executive producer of this, and he gets me nervous. If you guys haven't seen Star Wars the last 5 years, 6 years, the mystery box guy. So this is just, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm
now they are saying they're going for a black director. So maybe a black director, you know, like if it's a good black director, maybe.
Who do you want?
Oh.
Hey,
Now,
give me
they said that they were gonna
Regina
put this
King
one-
as the director, I guess.
Regina King could be nice.
Yeah.
They said they wanted to make this in the 20th century, so in the 1900s. So you're gonna need somebody
Battling
who can
racism,
really tackle the Jim Crow stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, dare I say Ava?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Ava?
she was supposed to do New Guys.
No,
Yeah, they cut her off of that.
I'm
Yeah.
not, yeah,
I'm just saying,
I'm not feeling that.
if you were going to make this, if you have to make this in the 1900s
Yeah.
with racism and stuff, I mean, Ava knows how to do racism very well. She has not missed on that.
That just reminded me too. J.J. Abrams. I don't know if you guys know, but he did write a script for Superman, like in 1999 or 2000. And his whole big reveal was that Lex Luthor was from Krypton the whole time. So I can just imagine what his plot would be with this. Again, I'm not looking forward to it because again, if they can't even get
too much,
yeah, they can't even get Superman right now. It's the fact that Henry Cavill has yet to have a Man of Steel sequel 8 years after his film came out. They expect us to think that they're going to do a good job with the Black Superman.
I mean, the mere fact it is so sad that right next door, their DC animated is being kicked in the butt.
Who's running that? Who's running that train? Who's bring
them on over?
Movies?
That's what I'm saying. DC live action sucks. Their animation is fantastic.
I don't understand it. Y'all have like some of the top 5 most popular fictional characters in pop culture. Those are like, there's no reason a Batman, Superman, whatever should make $1 billion right off the bat.
That's
no reason.
$1 billion.
Stop the press. I hit a milestone. First time ever hitting over 200 people at one time in the chat. I'm at 205. So thank you. If you're watching now, please give me that thumbs up. You know, Eman be having like 500, 600 and stuff,
chat.
But I'm happy, man. Thumbs up. And Carbro with the super sticker. Let me go ahead and get this real quick, my man.
What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. Okay.
Thank you so much, Carbro, for the $5 super chat, super sticker. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Go ahead, man. I'm just over here laughing my ass off.
I was just saying,
stuff.
You got the blueprint from the animated stuff. And the animated stuff is so niche, you know, because a lot of like, the average adult, even if you do watch, you know, the Marvel stuff or whatever, the average adult thinks, oh, cartoon, not for me, that's for kids. You know, but you know, for us comic fans, if we've seen the animated stuff, it is definitely
they haven't seen Invincible
kids, right? They haven't seen Invincible or anime in general. But for the average moviegoer, that the stuff they do in the animated stuff is so it doesn't even go to theaters. It goes straight to home entertainment. It is so small and so niche. If they just copied it to the live action, nobody would know. Nobody would care. I mean, we would know. You know, the couple of million people, you know, that watch the stuff, but for the hundreds of millions of other folks around the world that don't watch the animated stuff, they'd be like, yo, this is amazing. You know,
to that point, Eman, it's so funny. The reason why it's so great is because they haven't touched it. It's so niche and it's not big enough that they're like, oh yeah, make as many animated films you want. No one's watching them. We are, but they're not obviously getting the same box office receipts as a live action. So that's why the animation is so fire, is because they haven't touched them. So hopefully, you know what? Don't touch animated so they continue to be great. But whoever is running that ship, if it is like a Dave Filoni type of person, have that conversation with them, getting involved in a live action. You know what? I take that back because they tried to do that with Jeff Johns because he's a comic book writer and they thought he was going to be a good executive for movies. That didn't work out.
Fine. He's great, obviously, in comic books. I think he can do better or he could do well with episodic stuff because that transition is not that bad from going from comics, you know, because comics are a series. TV. Again, that's another series. So the Green Lantern show that he's coming out with, I think Jeff Johns actually will do a good job with that. But going to film, and especially a connected, first of all, doing a movie by itself is hard.
Right.
But then trying to do a connected universe, we've seen people try to emulate the Kevin Feige model.
Can't do it.
They can't. And the reason why they can't is because it's not a model. It's an organic process. It changes. And people don't know that.
Very true. However, they need to take the stick out the ass and eat a piece of humble pie. Call Marvel and ask, hey man, can you please help us out with this? Y'all are winning, we're losing, you know, shit. Don't nobody, we don't care. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, you're copying off. I mean, what, some high schoolers, some junior high, elementary kids? Who gives a crap? They gotta have their mom and daddy drop them off at the thing. Just ask for help. Shit.
But you know, part of it is, Brandon, is that the characters on DC side, the superheroes, they're boring. You have Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman that are all
I got a question. I got a question.
Hear me out. They're all goody two shoes. People want to see people who are tragically flawed and they're kind of good, but they're kind of bad.
You know who Batman
doesn't kill anybody.
Hold on,
Batman doesn't kill anybody.
Letting the Joker run around with some Fenty red lipstick on.
I get that. Batman doesn't kill anybody. I would rather watch a Deadpool movie than a Batman movie any day of the week.
Oh boy, Larry, I got a question for you. Larry, go ahead. Question, man. I know you love Amazon, The Boys, and Invincible, right? You love those shows,
right?
What are their carbon copy? What are they kind of basing their characters off of? DC characters,
right? And they made them, and they made them flawed. That's one of the reasons why people love Marvel characters, because Marvel superheroes are all tragically, beautifully flawed, but they're still good people. Like Superman's just a good guy all around. He's nice.
Is the only one.
He's nice. He's such a good fella. He loves his mom. He's just a good old American.
Last man of Krypton. I mean, population has been decimated. He's the
that was the whole reason why they created the New 52, because of the Superman problem, where he was not only so overpowered, but he also had like nothing interesting about him. Like, he was the Boy Scout, right? And they made fun of him for that, right? But the thing is, over time, they had, at least from the comic perspective anyway, and actually from the animated too, they've made these characters have a little bit more
fun. Animated ones have done great with that. Yeah. I mean, I love watching the animated ones, but that's why I keep telling you. That's why I keep saying the live action movies suck. Characters. Yes, that's why I keep saying the live action movies suck, because the live action movie characters are boring. Yeah, as much as I even love Wonder Woman, she is stale. She's a good. All of them are just goody two shoes, and they need to have some flaws for people to actually relate to them and want to like them. Otherwise, they're just okay. Yes, they're gonna go fight. Yes, they're gonna win. Whatever. I mean, I love Deadpool. That scene when he was outside the orphanage and just was like straight black. They told him, "Don't kill anybody." He shoots a dude in the head. He's a good guy. He just blasted a dude and shot him in the head, but he shot a bad dude.
I'm gonna give you that point because the Wonder Woman 84, the moment they mentioned that Maxwell Lord was gonna be in that, I was thinking they were gonna show the very like monumental moment in the comics when she does something to Maxwell Lord, and I thought they was gonna go there, and that would have been the dark thing that you're talking about, but of course they avoided that. So oh well.
Because DC live action sucks.
Yeah. All right, well, let's leave it
except
there,
for the Suicide Squad and the first Wonder Woman.
You almost you was winning.